When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Concurrently. Running BATON, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Concurrently. Running BATON, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Concurrently. Running BATON, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Concurrently. Running BATON, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Concurrently. Running BATON, Matthew to the house, baby.
All right, good morning and welcome in.
Come keep with the show. It's a new era.
Oh, you're number one today.
From our Southern Regional Medical Center studios, shout out to the team here at SRMC as they house Tingle & Co. brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel brings you our show every single day. You see the FanDuel logo spinning up in the top left-hand corner of your screen, and that's because every single time we're live, we're brought to you by FanDuel. It's because of our friends over at FanDuel. And make sure you go download the app, head over to the FanDuel Sportsbook website. Always gamble responsibly. You've got France versus Morocco today in the World Cup. France favored minus 420 on to win. There you go. We appreciate all of you getting in here starting your morning with us. Sorry we're a little behind because we had some technical difficulties. Got them all squared away, rocking and rolling this morning.
Too many streams.
We made it happen. We were live for too long yesterday.
So we had to do stream key.
So we had to make some things happen. But Lloyd working hard over there.
Not really.
LC, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Wyatt Christian, good morning,
We're
sir.
actually late because I've been watching. There's a video on YouTube called "How to Not Throw Interceptions in CFP 27," and I'm in it. With what not to do.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know. There were a couple of plays.
Dots.
There was a moment last night.
Blessed be.
Lloyd is playing against TCU.
Christians.
And
Not quite Catholic though.
he tells Wyatt, "Oh, you actually want me to start trying? You want me to lock in and do this? How about you shut up and stop talking to me and I'll do it." And so Wyatt, we all proceed to shut our mouths, dead silence. Lloyd plays. Lloyd drops back. Lloyd gets to the ball, makes a couple hot routes, drops back, throws an FU ball up to the skies, and his receiver
Comes down with it one-on-one.
comes down with it one-on-one. Very impressive. And so we all like start going like laughing.
I can hear you.
Because it was the coolest moment of the day. Lloyd tells all of us to shut up and let him cook, and then
Taking a knee and
and then nails the throw. Next play, sack fumble or no sack interception. Is getting sacked, throws the ball, picked off by a D lineman.
I'm the only person I've seen do that twice.
You have done it twice, and we started just we
I opened
we
up
died.
the closet and I see Max Johnson's uniform.
It was but it was a fun time. If you didn't tune in and watch while we were playing, we started off as the head coach at Ball So Hard University with Ball State. Played a couple of games there, not very good. We simmed through the first season, had the UAB job on the table, opted to go Louisiana Tech instead, didn't get the Tech job, stayed at Ball State one more year, go through the next season, and get offered the Kansas job now at Kansas, sitting at 4-2. I'm telling you guys, go back and check it out. You see P-Dub in the chat. It's worth rewatching. Definitely go back and see what we got yesterday. We'll probably be live, who knows when, playing the game again soon. Today, however, 9 a.m., opening up hour number 2, we will have our guy Jason Armstrong get in here to inform us all what we should be looking for this weekend, as the draft is, of course, Saturday and Sunday. He will get in here at 9 a.m. to let us know what to expect from LSU's standpoint. Of course, there's a couple of guys for LSU that will go early. Derek Curiel, very early in the draft. Jake Brown, seems like he's moving up some boards. Where do guys like Sheeran, Garcia, and some of those other guys end up? And then, of course, all the high schoolers that LSU has committed. How do some of these things shake out? What does he anticipate to see happen in the MLB draft this weekend? So we'll talk MLB and LSU baseball with Jason Armstrong to open up hour number 2. But before then, good morning to all of you in the chat. We appreciate everybody getting in here, starting your mornings with us. Don't forget, just a show scheduling notice. No show tomorrow. So that's why yesterday you got a little over 2 hours of show. You got a little over 7 hours of EA College Football 27. And tomorrow we'll have plenty of content that goes out to all of you. But no live show tomorrow morning. So just wanted to make sure everyone knew that.
Unless you want a boots-on-the-ground report from Seattle.
Lloyd will be in Seattle. That's the reason why we won't be having the show. Our producer will be on the road, or I guess in the air,
I hope so.
to Seattle, Washington.
Anybody want to bring me to the airport in Baton Rouge, you're more than welcome. Certainly if you're in this room.
I don't live here.
Oh,
Christian, we
Chrissy.
can watch a movie.
You've got the easiest nose to touch, too. You're getting fucking huge. What am I doing? I forgot.
You're taking me to the airport.
Classic Chrissy.
I was reading about the numbers of the game between USA Belgium.
Okay,
NFL playoff numbers.
there you go.
I can take you to the airport. That's no problem.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
58 days away from LSU football versus Clemson. Of course, 2 weeks later will be LSU Ole Miss. Just saw an announcement on Facebook,
That must be true then.
if it's on Facebook, it's true. If there's anything I've learned about sport reporting, always get your information from Facebook, especially if it's from Tingle & Co. on Facebook. We appreciate all of our listeners and friends over at Facebook. But I saw that on September 19th, look, we've been talking a lot about a high school game here in the state of Louisiana between Ruston and Edna Carr. We saw it on the schedule, and we're like, whoa, that is a big-time football game from the high school ranks for Louisiana. Two schools that are absolute powerhouses in Ruston and Edna Carr. That game has been scheduled for September 19th at 3:30. It's in the Dome. That's what we all kind of assumed the reason why it was scheduled on that day. That's the same day as LSU Ole Miss. How upsetting that game is on the same day as LSU Ole Miss in Oxford. Will make it difficult for some if they're planning on making the trip to Oxford. I thought that game would be sold out if it's really any other day than that one. Maybe the biggest game in college football and football in the country in LSU Ole Miss and Ruston Edna Carr will be the same day. But 58 days till game number 1, LSU versus Clemson. Anything about the number 58? We tried to think of some 59s yesterday. We only had Rasco that really popped in our mind. I know y'all thought of it last night. I thought of it today. Cardell Thomas.
Yep.
This is the first 58 that popped into my head. Of course, an LSU legend in Cardell Thomas. The Curious Case, correct, Lloyd?
Curious Case of Cardell Thomas.
There you go.
Shout out Jack Sedlow.
I mean, easy money.
Easy money. Why don't we just do this every time?
Yeah.
We did.
And look, some of those high school mixtape camps of Cardell Thomas were
Special.
elite. Like I remember being a high schooler watching it being like, this is unbelievable. And then there's the one, it's like the Turn Me Up Man or whatever, and he goes one-on-one with a Southern Lab DB and beats him over the top. He's the
anchor.
He's the anchor in the 4x1 relay, right? And then gets to LSU and just didn't play. Any other 58s that popped into the mind?
We saw Jared Small.
Uh-huh.
If anybody remembers him, walk-on linebacker.
Lionel Turner.
Yeah, that's the one I was going to. Don't worry, Lloyd.
15 tackles,
We were
Oregon
watching
State.
Spider-Man last night, and I saw Lionel Turner, and I was like, this a little bit before my time. I turned away. I said, I'm not familiar. Do you know who this guy is? He was like, Lionel Turner.
Give me your laptop.
Took my laptop out of my hands and put YouTube on and looked up LSU versus Oregon State 2004, and we watched the entire highlight video. It was a great watch.
Great game.
It was a phenomenal watch.
He knew what he was doing because he knew that's right up your alley.
No, I trust
Old
I trust
LSU.
LC when it comes to that kind of thing. It was just funny the way he did that.
LSU that you're not in touch with, he knew you would like.
100%. I love
that
learning
game is
about it.
lore.
Yeah. I mean, a former, he won the Groza the year before, and he misses 3 extra points, Big Cerna.
Alex Cerna. Yeah,
mean,
he
what are we
missed a
doing?
field goal and 3 extra points.
And then he crashes out on the field like a fucking,
There
he
you
goes
go.
nuts. Nuclear.
I mean, literally
it was a World
goes
Cup
nuts.
celebration. It's like he missed a PK.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And Oregon State, they showed like the roster. Fucking
Not-
good team.
not
They
bad.
had Brandon Browner at cornerback. Like they had
Mind
some
you,
good
Matt
players.
Anderson
All
was
this
the
is
quarterback.
happening. These two are laughing about this the entire time during Spider-Man 3 No Way Home. Aunt May's literally dying on the screen, and they're laughing about, he won the Luke Rosa last year, just missed 3 extra points. Like, guys, this is the most serious part of the movie here.
And Wyatt looks like he goes, Aunt May.
Oh,
not the sad way.
She's
shout
dead.
out Marissa Tomei.
Tomai.
Tomai. But in that game, LSU of course wins 22-21.
Little known fact, it was rain delayed before, and it was wet, soggy game.
Yeah.
And this is the start of the Jamarcus Russell era, kind of, as he gets thrust into action. But before that, during the rain delay, I thought LSU was going to lose because there was a performance of, I guess, sacristy. There were fans that went on the field, which is fine. They were streaking. Fine, shirt off, cargo pants, that was that era, and like cargo shorts full of water. But they desecrated the eye as they slid over top of the Tiger Eye. And I was like, bad omen to start the game because you can't touch that. LSU proceeds to struggle, but if you were to continue with the recap, it's unbelievable how that game plays out.
No, Marcus Randall stats, he was 7 of 18, 66 yards. That's 3.7 per pass and an interception. Jamarcus gets subbed into the game.
Immediately goes straight down the field.
And he ends the game with going 9 of 26, 145 with 2 tuds. Justin Vincent, shout out JV, 15 carries, 48 yards. You had a Marcus Randall rushing touchdown. Dwayne Bowe, dog, 5 catches, 103 yards, touchdown. Joseph Adai, 5 catches, 65 yards. You had a LaRon Landry interception.
In the end zone.
And then, of course, Lionel Turner balled out. 58, baby. 58 days away from LSU football being back.
But the first throw that comes out of Jamarcus Russell's hand is an absolute laser. He knocks Joseph Adai backwards. It's like the Michael Vick commercial, but real. And then this is what I explained to Wyatt. I was like, this is why I'm the way that I am. It's first play of the game, Skylar Green fumble. And I was like, oh, this is one of those LSU games because the man desecrated the eye.
It's because they were wearing purple.
And they were wearing purple at home. So that starts off the game. And then Marcus Randall immediately comes in, throws an interception. That's the second possession. LSU goes down, was it 6-0? Because he missed the extra point. LSU immediately gets the ball back, misses a field goal. LSU gets another stop with the LaRon Landry pick in the end zone. LSU misses another field goal. Then Jamarcus comes in, drives him straight down the field, touchdown, and then immediately catches cramps. It's just he can't do anything right. It was like this, and then so guess insert Marcus Randall right back in the game, leads you down the field, miss a field goal. I was like, this is how I lived my entire life. Of like almost there.
Drunk.
Yes, that's why.
Yeah.
Now it feels normal.
Yeah.
Every day.
This is
and
that's what that's my thing about like when we think back on these memories and all these things. And people are like, yo, like people look at LSU fans like, why are they the way that they are?
This
Exhibit A. I mean, Urban Meyer can call you a psychopath all you want. You didn't live the life LC had to live.
Get some.
Whoop.
He's trying to score.
No, literally.
Hurdle.
He's like, I'm going to do everything I can to get to the end zone.
Well, it's 15-7. We don't have any time left. We got to get in the end zone, boys.
We got to make something happen.
There you go. Made something happen.
Player.
And then
got to go for 2. This is when he cramps up.
The first touchdown he throws to Skylar Green was an unbelievable throw.
It's the
one where he's
2003 in the
fading
corner.
back and gets him in the corner. I mean, come on.
Oh, they don't show it. So they go for 2. Jamarcus calls his own number, dives in the end zone for no reason, and immediately cramps up in the end zone.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Dude, drunk. That's what it is.
I thought it was interesting because it seems like, and maybe Lloyd can say it better than I can, but it seems like this game around this time period was kind of the first time where LSU fans became enamored with the backup quarterback, as we always are, because Marcus Randall's in the game, and Lloyd was telling me, like, it's Jamarcus Russell's a big-time 5-star quarterback, like, big recruiting win, and he's kind of on the bench. Marcus Randall's not playing super well, and everyone's like, well, we got that 5-star down there, that 6'5" fucking tank of a human who throws 107. I mean, fucking, let's put him in.
See what
he can do. And he just starts throwing lasers and cramping up every play.
And have
The cramps are unbelievable.
And
JamarcusRussell.com.
LSU fans have never looked back. Backup quarterback.
No, that's my entire life has been waiting for the backup quarterback to be ready to play.
Yeah. No, I mean, like you can think of a million
scenarios
that LSU has lived where it's been put the backup quarterback in. That just always happens.
And then you put the backup quarterback in, and you go to the next year, and you're waiting to put the next backup quarterback in of the guy that was the backup quarterback last year.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted Brandon Harris to go in over Anthony Jennings.
Yep.
And then the next season, you're like, where's Danny Etling?
Yeah.
Put Danny Etling in. This Brandon Harris guy's not cutting it.
because it worked.
Yeah. Danny Etling, good quarterback.
Great. Good quarterback. He walked so that Joe Burrow could run.
There you go. He opened the door for him.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
And the broadcast didn't do any favors. They just kept cutting to Jamarcus Russell.
Well, of course.
5-star on the sidelines.
Yep.
6'5", 245
They know
pounds.
the storylines, too. They know how this thing works.
That's what it would have been if.
I mean, look at 6'5", 248
Ugly
with
face
a
mask.
cannon of a right
great
arm.
face mask. The funniest part was before the game, no armbands. You get to the fast forward to
Yeah,
the second
yeah,
half,
yeah.
armbands.
Oh, fuck, we're playing?
Yeah, I'm going in.
We're going
Let's
in?
go. But yeah, 58 days away.
He has no
From
idea what he's doing.
LSU
Either.
football. That's okay.
Poor Marcus Randall.
Shout out to Marcus Randall.
Well, he
though.
didn't know to buckle his chin strap.
Let's go.
I want you to see the first throw because it is electric.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's and the broadcast is making it that. I mean, look, this is like
the people.
this
I
is
was
cinematic.
there.
Yeah, this is a cinematic moment that the broadcast has turned it into. They're panning the camera to him every 5 seconds. Now they're going back and forth between Jamarcus and the fans, and now he is under center, play action.
Let this thing.
Yo!
Knocked him backwards. And then we watch the second throw. The second throw is
my
unbelievable.
God.
Colors used to be flip-flopped.
Yeah, it was
they're
awesome.
different. I
And
saw
the-
it too. I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
like
where
it.
you were wrong about your seat.
Yeah, so Oregon State wasn't in my section.
No,
Yeah,
you're fine.
Thank goodness. Well, I saw that. I was mad about that.
Yeah, I didn't want to
Okay,
argue
good.
with you.
But yeah, 58 days
argue
away
with you. Yeah.
from LSU
Been there.
football.
It's like a battered wife.
Why-
yes, honey, you can have. That's true.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is overcooked.
All right.
Why you
Throws
found
the
a,
plate against the wall.
you found a moment yesterday that plays into the 58, correct?
Yes, I did. Back in week 3 of the 20, we don't like to talk about 2025 a lot, but the 2025 season
Oh, we can talk about the first 4 weeks.
did have some good moments. And in week 3 against Florida, I believe it was the third interception that DJ Lagway threw was a 58-yard pick six
58.
for Deshaun Spears. He's going to be such a big part of the defense. I'm so excited to watch him play this season. But that was such a weird feeling. I don't know how you guys felt about it, but that was kind of around the time where I kind of started to realize, yeah, I don't know that we're the number 3 team in the country.
We're in trouble.
We're going to win this game because
Yeah.
DJ Lagway is fucking awful. But this offense
Yeah.
is not what I think it should
What
be.
it did for me was it confirmed a point Lloyd and I had made on the show all week going into that game, which was Blake Baker and the LSU defense were going to have, and Tiger Stadium, we're going to have DJ Lagway seeing ghosts on the field. We're like, he's not
Yes.
going to know what he's looking. It's his first real road SEC start against this defense, all these things, and that we were wholeheartedly correct on. The issue is this was one of 5 interceptions, and it is the only points you scored in the second half of this football game.
Yeah.
Blake Baker, that's why you give him the pieces and the weapons to do what he needs to do and to put them in advantageous positions. The advantageous position Deshaun Spears will be in this season is he's going to be on the field
On the
every
field.
single down.
And that play in general was like I know we're not good, but let's enjoy this right now moment. Like,
Yeah.
wow, the defense is really dominant. Maybe you can go back, rewind the clock to 2003. Can the defense carry you to a title? Because you're, undefeated, 5-0. You just beat a Florida team that people were very high on, had DJ Lagway in a pretzel. You're like, okay, maybe the defense is that good, and give more time for the offense to figure it out. Maybe you can run this offense and lean on the defense. And that was all fugazi and fool's gold because we all knew it wasn't true.
Yeah.
But in that moment, you're like, defense is awesome.
No, I mean,
Because you look at the field and then they're featured on Monday. It's the first thing they talk about on Pat McAfee. You're like, hey, Pat McAfee.
What's up, Pat
Here,
McAfee?
you see, they're like DJ Pickett, 6'5", Deshaun Spears, 6'3". Like, he doesn't even play. And like, well, what's going on in Baton Rouge? Like, yeah, talk about us.
Yeah.
And then it's like, they don't talk about us anymore.
No, and that's the crazy thing was they lose 2 weeks later to Ole Miss in Oxford, 24-19.
Yeah, you were in the
Like
game.
the thing is, because we walk away from that game feeling like it was just like a demonstrative
clever.
loss, like this terrible loss. But you lost by 5 points. You played 90 snaps defensively. Glimmer for that, I'm going to start calling the 2025 season the cleansing. It was necessary for the greater good. I like that because it was. Look, as rough of a season as it was, that was one of the few bright moments of the year. Ultimately, it was one of the most successful seasons in LSU history because it got Brian Kelly out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and brings Lane Kiffin home. Lane Kiffin's first game as the LSU head football coach, 58 days away. SEC Media Days in just a couple of weeks. We'll, of course, be in Tampa for Media Days. Lane Kiffin goes on the final day of Media Days. And I'm very interested because I have a feeling this will come up a couple of times, especially SEC Media Days, because it seems like the SEC has somewhat been at the heart of these conversations. Ole Miss and Clemson, and then Ole Miss pointing at LSU. And it's all around the word tampering, right? And tampering is something that we've talked about a handful of times on the show because, look, there are so many words, right? I've said this many times, that you never really said all that much around college athletics that now are just common. Injunction, a very common word now. Tampering, maybe the most common word that you hadn't used that much before. Tampering, you've seen kind of on display always, but now more so with the contracts and the money and all that being public, it's become more apparent and more obvious when these things are happening. And with that, during its June meeting, this is reported by Ross Dellinger, the NCAA D1 Board of Directors did indeed review a new tampering framework that would permit contactable athletes and their agents to communicate with schools before the portal opens. The board is now seeking member feedback. So in the official writing, tampering framework concept. The NCAA Division I Board of Directors reviewed a draft engagement period concept that, if adopted, would allow institutions to discuss opportunities with contactable, in quotes, contactable student athletes and their authorized representatives during a defined window immediately before a transfer portal window opens. The board directed the NCAA staff to seek feedback on the concept from the Division I membership. The model will be distributed as a part of the NCAA Division I Cabinet June meeting materials. The board will review and discuss feedback on the model during its August meeting. So you see that's, of course, a lot of jargon for the ruling and those things. Ross on this post continues on in the replies with some other points as well, that the NCAA D1 board also adjusted language on tampering to make it more of a presumption of guilt, reaffirmed that athletes are held accountable in tampering cases, and rejected a memo from the Big Ten for a moratorium on tampering. So this, of course, is something that I wouldn't say directly involves LSU, but of course LSU is a college football program, so this does involve LSU. And LSU's been one of the programs that's name has come up a lot around this, mostly from finger pointing from Ole Miss, from Pete Golding. He's gone and he's talked about.
He's the one dude at the most.
Lane Kiffin, when he got in trouble with, what's his name, Luke Ferrelli. Yeah. When his name came up around Luke Ferrelli, and Dabo sat at that press conference and had his little, power trip, I guess you could call, when he was extremely upset and went off on Pete Golding for talking and contacting and basically taking Luke Ferrelli away from Clemson. Pete's first reaction was to turn and point the finger at Lane Kiffin in the case of TJ Daugherty. And so it's very interesting because when we talked about it in the moment, tampering is 1,000% happening, will 1,000% continue to happen, and you will never stop it. And so let's just get this out of the way first. Excuse me. They can change all these rules and do all these things all they want. Rules are meant to be what, Lloyd Courtney?
Broken.
There you go. Had a feeling he'd know. So you can make the rules,
What's a
you
rule?
can change it.
What's a rule? What's a rule?
They're still going to break the rules. As much as you are trying to put it in a position to where, hey, this isn't, this allows for this, that you have a word in quotes in contactable. Okay, so now the next question is going to be, what's a contactable athlete? How are they, what makes them contactable or not? And I have a feeling they'll probably push boundaries on whatever your rule on contactable is or on the timeline. All of those things are up for discussion still. And so I understand what the NCAA is doing. I appreciate it. I think the NBA and the NFL and major, professional sports have the legal tampering windows because it allows you to be in contact with other other franchises if you are going to sign a contract or push for a trade or what have you. So I get why they're doing it, but ultimately they're still going to try to skirt the rules.
Well, what's the difference between a illegal tampering period and just not even having it at all? What's the point? Like I've always laughed at the NBA with their no, it's the legal tampering. So it's like an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't-
Paradox.
Yeah, sure. It's no reason for it because it's like, oh wait, no, you're in the period in which you're not supposed to be able to do this, but you can because it's the legal tampering period,
Right.
as opposed to the tampering period, which when you shouldn't be doing this at all. When in actuality, all of this is all legal because there's nothing you can do but put words around it and say, when did you do that? Was it during the legal tampering period?
Yeah.
That just say that's like it starts now and
Right.
it starts forever. And it'll never stop because you can't stop people from
It's
talking.
year-round.
Yeah, they're doing it right now.
There is no.
How much time do you think you're going to get at camp? How do you know that? I talked to his mom. He said people can't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean like that, and so I appreciate what they're trying to do is because they're trying to put lipstick on a pig, right? They're trying to create windows for these things and make it look, give people opportunities to do it the right way. They will never do it the right way
and
because
they're-
when you follow the rules, you don't win.
No.
Like the reason you tamper is to go get the best players. Like if you aren't tampering, you're not trying. That's what our takeaway was during the transfer portal period. Was you better have your conversation with these players before they're in the portal, because if you wait till they're officially in, you're already
You're
behind. Like you missed out. Sorry, the number's higher than it was 2 weeks ago.
It's time for plan B.
Like that's the issue, right? And you can do whatever you want with these windows and the names and whatever. They're going to skirt the rules regardless.
And it's also funny to me that the NCAA is trying to shoehorn themselves into this conversation whenever they make one rule. And it feels like people are kind of listening like, oh, well, let's start doing some more stuff here and see how much
Ride some of this
pull we
momentum.
how much pull we actually have, as opposed to this doesn't matter at all if you put it in or not, but at least you can put your name on it.
Right.
Because they are looking at the NFL model, the NBA model, where it's like they have illegal tampering. Let's just call it that.
Yeah.
And then we get to be in charge of it, and we can maybe enforce something that's outside the legal tampering period window.
Maybe until they take it to court.
Right, but it's a way to be like, look, that's our rule.
Yeah.
We can enforce it because we put it. Y'all agreed to it.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where precedent will stand as opposed to antitrust.
I think it'll be very interesting to see
I think it's a lot of nothing.
how it plays out.
It seems like a distinction without a difference to me. Like,
Yeah.
does it truly change the way a college head coach
No.
is going to operate? Like,
Not a good one.
Right, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think there's college coaches that are gonna be like, oh man, there's this quarterback out there that's thinking about going into the portal, but we can't tamper with him right now because it's
Right.
not in the legal Like, that's not going to happen. It seems from the NCAA's perspective, it seems like you can't fire me. I quit. Like,
Yeah.
we can't enforce this, so we'll just make it legal for this period of time to make us look better. Like, I don't.
Yeah. It's putting lipstick
understand
on a
it.
pig.
It's an
Right,
op-
like
yeah.
I don't think it does anything.
She didn't cheat on me. We're in an open marriage.
Exactly.
Well,
yeah.
what are you doing?
Crying.
Yeah.
I'm hurt.
I sleep in the chair.
Like that's the thing. Like it's not going to change anything because if you want to win, you have to play outside the rule. Like that's just the way college athletics has always worked.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no reason to be naive to the fact that the programs that are the best are the ones that find their ways, find the loopholes, find their way around the rules the most. And whether you agree with it or not, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. But that's how you win. That's like we said it all offseason. If you're not tampering, you're not trying. Because if you're waiting until they're in the portal, like we just said, you're behind. You're late. The party's over already. You missed out.
Mm-hmm.
And the NCAA putting lipstick on a pig. We'll see if anything comes of it. I did want to talk a little bit before we get to the second hour and get on the MLB draft. I saw a clip yesterday from Tyrann Mathieu's video
watch that too.
walking through the
VR.
facility with with Mr. Marucci himself, as he is maybe the smartest man on campus, Jack Marucci.
Somebody that I think would be better served I know look, he is extremely smart. That is not up for debate.
Of course.
I would say too smart, and he doesn't know how smart he is.
Yeah.
Says way too much out loud. Like
Probably.
If I'm any college that has any sort of funding,
I'm copying what he
I'm
just said.
listening to him.
No, I had the same thoughts.
Yeah, I was
Wait,
just
how
like,
many days a week do y'all do that? For how long? Do it how? Those were the things where I was like,
lie. So he can't. He's not
right.
capable.
But that's the thing. I was just from an LSU standpoint, like I was
Very
thinking of that,
impressed.
but I was also like, man, because everything he has in his mind is unbelievable. He's got every single player's the whole thing in the brain.
Computer.
It was impressive.
He is the backbone of LSU athletics.
1,000%.
And we need a surrogate. Somebody take the seed, freeze it forever. We need a Marucci at all times.
At all times. I do.
And he probably has the technology.
I assume so.
Jack Marucci put this in his backyard
with scraps.
He did. He cut down his own cherry tree. It's unbelievable.
But of course, in the last couple of weeks and through the remainder of this month, if you missed our interview with Zach Nagy yesterday, it'll be posted on YouTube today for you to listen. We talked about Eastern Royal. We talked about Jalen Brewster. He said Jalen Brewster's announcement of whether he flips to LSU or stays with Texas Tech seems sooner. But he also anticipates Eastern Royals being some sort of announcement coming out in July as well. This clip that came out yesterday is the best recruiting pitch to a wide receiver in the country. Nobody else in America has this pitch. I mean, Marucci stands there, is talking to Tyrann Mathieu, and starts rattling off these numbers. And even when Tyrann started to turn the conversation towards
DBU
and wide receiver these numbers, I'm saying these numbers. You're going to hear this recruiting pitch. Everyone on that campus has the same mind of we're recruiting right now all times. This video is a recruiting pitch. It's a recruiting tool. Some of the numbers, the statistics he says around wide receivers at LSU is unbelievable. Even coming from someone like ourselves who love this program, have witnessed these wide receivers, and know how great it is. I was still surprised when I heard the statistics. Because, look, I know that LSU has pumped out number one wide receivers. We've all sat back and watched. I mean, we just played a clip from 2004. You saw Dwayne Bowe. You've seen the last 15 years of wide receivers at LSU. From Odell and Jarvis to Jamar and Justin to Malik and Brian, and go down the list. And I was still surprised when I heard these numbers. Even though I've sat and watched every game, I'm still surprised when I hear these numbers. Listen to what it means to play wide receiver at Louisiana State University.
The LSU has one of the highest percentages to play in the NFL of any SEC team. We have a 31% chance versus the NCAA average is only 1.6%.
Yeah.
And a lot of the bulk of that is coming from the Louisiana players. There is a difference.
Right.
When we start looking at the demographics of Louisiana and Georgia sit at the top per capita to go. And that's in a lot of sports. So let me tell you about the receivers. Since 2000, if you're named a starter for 5 games, you have a 71% chance of playing in the NFL. If you're named a starter,
LSU, oh yeah.
10 games.
So is it wide receiver you know? Like DBU?
I'll call it. Hey, 10 games named as a starter, you have an 86% chance.
That's crazy.
Our receivers since 2012 have made over $500 million.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're crazy.
Oh yeah.
Then the one stat, the rookies, right?
Yeah.
They had 1,200 yards and they had 7 touchdowns.
Yep.
The top 5 are all LSU receivers.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Chester Jefferson, Jamar Chase,
Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors. Yeah, Malik.
They're crazy.
Oh yeah.
Then the one stat, the rookies, right?
Yeah.
They had 1,200 yards and they had 7 touchdowns.
Yep.
The top 5 are all LSU receivers.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, Jamal Chase.
Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors. Yeah, Malik.
If you play wide receiver at LSU and you start 5 games, you have a 71% chance to play in the NFL. If you play wide receiver at LSU and you're named a starter for 10 games, you have an 86% chance to play in the NFL. 86% chance. If you play at LSU in general, what was that, a 31% chance? I mean, this is a recruiting pitch directly to that young man right there. Look, Easton Royal is going to play in the NFL regardless of where he goes.
Go to Temple.
He's a professional football player right now. But there's a place that you have sat back and watched your entire life, right down the road, your home school, on the list of players in that 86%, and one of those 5 that hold rookie records, and one of those guys that's put a lot of that $500,000 that LSU wide receivers since 2012 have made, played in. You're next. Easton Royal is the next name on that list when you talk about the NFL talent at that position that has come through Louisiana State University. Jarvis and Odell, they set the records. And then Justin and Jamar came in and broke the records. And then Malik and Brian came in and broke those records. And then when number 3 from Brother Martin puts on the number 3 in purple and gold and gets drafted top 5, it'll be his turn to break those records. Mm-hmm. That video right there, and credit to Tyron, shout out to the In the Bayou podcast for that content. That is a direct recruiting pitch to the number 1 wide receiver in the country that's sitting right down the road and has to be in purple and gold. Because not only have you seen that wide receiver success, the first 2 on the list played for Les Miles in an offense that was still in the Stone Age. And then the next 2 were part of the awakening. That was that 2019 season when you saw offense for the first time in your life. And then the last 2 just let you know that it's different at LSU when you play that position. And Easton Royal, my friend, you are next. Because he's got to be in that purple and gold 3. He's got to be. Because literally everything that's been laid out, everything that was said in that video, from the NFL aspect to the money to the records, Easton is next. And they cannot let him leave the state of Louisiana. We appreciate all of you getting in here, starting your morning with us. We will take a quick break here, get set up here to open up hour number 2 with Jason Armstrong from Inside LSU Baseball to let you know what to be on the lookout for this weekend as LSU will battle with the MLB draft for a handful of guys, especially out of the high school ranks. So make sure you get your notepads and your pens ready to take some notes as Jason Armstrong gets us ready for Saturday and Sunday in the MLB draft.
WARDO'S was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granding at GOMART on the Go Deli.
GOMART has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granding at GOMART on the Go Deli.
GOMART has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, good morning. Welcome back here as we open up hour number 2 on this Thursday morning. And we get you ready for the MLB draft this weekend. It is one of the hardest drafts to follow for us, but that's why we have friends like Jason Armstrong, who does a great job following and keeping everyone up to date on all that's going on around it, especially from LSU baseball's perspective. Jason, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
We appreciate you making some time, and I'll just get it started. First thing I want to ask is for all the viewers and listeners that have their pen and their notepad ready, what are the names they should be on the biggest lookout for this weekend around the MLB draft?
Well, it depends who you're paying attention to, okay? Because There's a lot being put out right now about the draft, and people have opinions on different players, and so it can be very confusing because you might look at one local journalist and he's telling you this guy's very likely to get to campus, and then you watch a guy on the radio and he's telling you the opposite. So it can be very confusing.
No.
I do feel pretty good about all of the names and the ones we're going to go through. This is like based on what information I've gathered as of like this morning before coming on with you guys. Now, that's not saying that I'm going to be right about all these because you just never know. But I have a better handle, I feel like, right now than I did yesterday, put it like that. And that could probably change again tomorrow. So I'll start by saying this. I feel really confident that there are 4, 5, 6, 7 names that are going to go in the draft that are not going to get to LSU. I feel more confident about this than probably anything else. Now, last year we lost 8 players to the draft. So that's could sound like a high number, but you got to remember we started with a class of 24. So this, knowing that you're going to lose a lot is why he recruited such a big class. So I'm going to give you these names, Noah, that I do not think are going to get to campus. We'll start with that, okay? I know I've talked about him, the volatility, his number's very big, but like Logan Schmidt, the big lefty out of California, I still think that he's going to sign, even if his number was $5 million and he only gets offered 2 points. I still think he's going to sign. All right, Logan Schmidt. I think Will Adams, the first baseman outfielder out of Hoover, Alabama, is definitely not going to get to school. Dominic Santarelli is not going to get to school. Lucas Naraki is not going to get to school. Anthony Murphy is not going to get to school, in my opinion, of course. The next 2, I still lump into that 7. I don't expect Malachi Washington to get to school, even though yesterday when I was told that, hey, all the top guys are signing pro pretty much, Washington may be still kind of, but I still don't expect him. And then the 7th one that I don't expect to get to school is really only like projected as a round 6 guy is Wesley Roberson, the outfielder that I like a lot. And he was hurt a lot his senior year, but he's like a 2nd-round talent. And he seems to be wanting to sign pro. And also, this is a guy who's looking, and LSU's got 5 really good outfielders next year, and they've got, young ones coming back. And so he's an outfielder that I don't think he gets to school. So that's 7 right there that I feel pretty confident is not going to get to school. If any one of those names that I just mentioned winds up saying, hey, I'm coming to LSU, and we don't hear his name called on Saturday, I would be extremely surprised, and I would be really, really happy.
And so on that front, what name are you the most confident in making it to campus, but being able to make an impact early on? It seems like obviously Jay's done a lot of work in the portal, filling out position players and that outfield that we thought maybe would have an opportunity for a young guy to get a chance to make an impact. And, of course, what he's done defensively on the infield. But is there a name that you think has the opportunity to really make an impact getting to campus?
Are you talking about like out of the 13 recruits that I think have a legitimate draft? Well, I would probably go with one of the pitchers. Yeah. I mean, like, there's multiple out of this group. Again, we're down to basically we started with 24, a class of 24. All right, you've gotten 2 that have said, hey, I'm coming to school. 2 have decommitted. So right now you're left with 20. All right, I think out of that 20, 13 could be drafted. I think there's 7 that are just they're going to get to school. So out of the 13 that I think you could hear their name, I would say, like, if obviously out of those 7, I mean, all of those would have an impact, but I don't think they're going to get to school. So, like, of the ones remaining that I think could get to school, I mean, like, if you got right-hander Cooper Sides, I've talked about him. He's projected, kind of like around the 4th round. And you can always get paid more than where you're projected, even if they select you. I talked about Briggs McKenzie last year, the lefty that was picked in the 4th round, but he got $3 million. So he got like into the 1st round or early 2nd round money in the 4th round. So like that can happen. But Cooper Sides is a right-handed pitcher, and he's he's high profile. Then again, like when Kylie McDaniel just put out his rankings by ESPN, he had him pick 213, which is well into like I want to say like the 6th round maybe. So, but he's good. He's like really, really good. I've also seen him as high as pick 90, which is 3rd round. So I think that's a guy that I'm really looking for. I think the pitchers are more likely to get to school and make an immediate impact, because this, like what Jay has done with the portal and what we've got coming back, I just think it's going to be really hard to break in to the lineup. Like, I don't know where a freshman – there is no Derek Curriell in this class that's going to come in and go immediately start in the outfield. There's no high-profile shortstop or, a catcher that's going to come in and beat out what we have now. I mean, if there was a position player clearly, I think maybe somebody like, if you did, like a Malachi Washington or a Wesley Roberson, which I don't think is going to get to school. I mean, those are talented outfielders that in the way that Jay does it with matchups, those are guys that could probably help you a little bit. But I don't see, a whole lot of like, hey, this freshman's going to come in and he's going to be in the starting lineup immediately.
And then the guys, obviously, that played for LSU last year. I mean, we know DC is going to go early. Jake seems to be rising up some boards. But guys like Devin Shear and Santiago Garcia, where do you expect some of these guys from LSU's roster to go in the draft this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of those guys are gone. I think Curriell's gone. I think Brown's gone. I think Sharon's gone. I think Sharon could be like the first reliever off the board. Wow. So, it's difficult to tell, but I think I've seen Sharon like in maybe anywhere from the 4th round, something like that. I mean, Chase Shores was drafted in the 2nd round as a closer, but I think that was we were coming off of a national championship and he was really dominant down the stretch. But I don't know, 4th round, 5th round, something like that. But I don't expect Sharon. And I do expect Santi Garcia to get drafted just because he's a lefty. He's got really, really I know his numbers weren't the best, but his like metrics on his fastball is really good. It rises a lot, and he's got a really good breaking ball. And I don't know. Sometimes you just kind of watch these players. They're all over social media. They're on Instagram, and they post things, and you just kind of get a feel for like the ones that are still sharing like LSU videos, and they're throwing in Baton Rouge. Like I kind of get a better feel than somebody who's out in California, feet kicked up on the beach, and they're making posts about like what time the draft comes on this Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like all of those guys are probably going to move on, but who knows?
Yeah, and my next question to you is we've talked a little bit this week on our show just about next year's roster. Of course, the job Jay's done this past offseason. And obviously a lot of that conversation has been around the position players, what they've done from bats in the lineup. But in addition to that then in turn creates conversation around the pitching staff. And I know some viewers of our show and fans of LSU in general do have a hesitancy about them going into next season because there weren't these wholesale changes on a pitching staff that maybe didn't perform up to the level last year that people had hoped for, especially in the weekend rotation going back, Evans, Schmidt, Moore. And then, of course, they did add a handful of guys. But What are your thoughts on the LSU pitching staff going into next season and maybe Jay Johnson's mindset on that group after the portal?
Well, I mean, he said it. He's basically all in on the fact that, look, these are our guys. They are high-profile guys. They were big recruits. They are high on draft boards going forward. If they don't perform, like, we're just going to be in trouble. And it's not like he's saying, well, I'm relying on this one guy, you know. It's like 3 or 4 that he's depending on taking a big jump. I mean, he needs Case and Evans, who I think is really good, to perform better. He needs William Schmidt to perform a lot better as probably a number 2 pitcher. He needs, you know, 1 or at least 2 of those lefties out of Cooper Williams and Ethan Plug and Danny Lockenmeyer to be a go-to reliever. So he needs that to happen. And it's like, you can't go, here's the thing. People could say, well, that's putting a lot of faith in all these guys to get better. But the thing is, it's like too many of them. You can't go out and bring in an entire new rotation in the transfer portal. So if it was just like one guy, like maybe your Friday starter really struggled last year, maybe you could have gone and brought in a Friday guy, you know what I mean? But like, you need your Friday guy, you need your Saturday guy, you need your first reliever, you need all these people to be better. And so that's why you can't go out and just, you know, make wholesale changes to the pitching staff, because you needed to do it in the outfield and in the infield as well. And so, look, we've got good players. Like, those are 2 really good starters. You know, you're getting Cooper Moore back, who I don't know how they're used. I still think he should be like your Zach Collin, like that first reliever. Yeah. I love what you brought in with Landon Hood. Like, that's a really good guy. So, like, I feel like you've got like 4 really good arms that you can depend on, and you know, some of those guys won't probably have as good of a year as we hope, but then other guys will step up. So Jay's been clear about the strategy, and I'm in the same boat. Like, I would have loved to see him bring in a Luke Holman, a Gage Jump, or like one of these guys you can completely depend on that's done it before. But you know, that's it's going to have to come from within. So.
And my next question is just from the baseball side. How much does improving defensively behind the pitching, because I don't think it's any slight that last year that team defensively was not good outside of Stephen Milam, and they got better when some of the younger guys got in the mix with Ruckert and Braun and some of those guys in the outfield, but they just were not good defensively to start that season. How much do you think the improvement that LSU's made, that Jay has done to make that team better defensively going into next year with Park and with Curlin, and of course bringing Milam back in the infield, how much does having a better defense behind the pitching allow those pitchers to have more confidence and trust and perform better?
Well, I think having a better defense is crucial, because we made errors in times that were very costly for us last year. But not just that. I mean, look at a team like Oklahoma, or you know, there was games we played where the other team made such a great defensive play that it like got them out of an inning where we could have scored. So it's not just a matter of like making the routine plays, but being able to make a great play. You go back to the Chapel Hill Regional. I don't even remember how good that North Carolina team, their defense played on the infield. They robbed Tommy White of like 4 hits that weekend. Yeah. Like, anytime we could started getting something going, they would make a great play. And so I think that is really important. If I'm being honest, I don't know how much it crossed William Schmidt's mind, like, hey, I can't throw this fastball because I think that the third baseman's going to boot the ball right now. I don't know that happened a lot. I think they were just trying to get guys out. Now, from the coaching standpoint, I think maybe they feel more confident going forward, going, hey, we can be more fastball heavy the first time through the lineup and let these guys put the ball in play. And so, you know, I think maybe for the coaching staff, it gives them more confidence also knowing, hey, like, we don't have to, we can let the guy bunt the ball. If he's going to sacrifice bunt, you know, let's just let him bunt because we feel confident we can field it and throw the guy out at first. Not like, hey, let's try to get cute and maybe get him to foul this off and then get 2 strikes and now we don't have to worry about the bunt. So like, I think there's some of that, but obviously this defense is going to be really good. I mean, I don't doubt that the defense all the way around is going to be tremendously better.
And last one I have for you, just something quick on the latest addition that Jay made, and that is Lie out of Oregon, adding another outfielder, seemingly rounding out that outfield through the portal. What was your take on that addition, and what does that mean for LSU next season?
Yeah, he's really good. I think a lot of people that maybe the first thought will be like, you know, hey, he's a big power bat, you know, hits a lot of home runs. But, like, if you look at his metrics, he is good at everything. Like, he doesn't swing and miss a lot. He's got good exit velocities. It's not, like, really, really high. Like, it's not as hard as, like, Vino Water, you know, and things like that. But, like, it's good. He's just very good all the way across the board in almost every category. And for a left-handed hitter, that surprised me because I just kind of thought, hey, it's a young guy. He's probably real aggressive, has a lot of swing and miss, got some power. But he looks very solid all the way around. So I like him a lot. I think that's a very good addition.
Well, Jason, we appreciate you, all your hard work and all the updates, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, sounds good.
Yep, thank you.
Talk to you later.
There he is, Jason Armstrong, inside LSU baseball. Does great work over there getting ready for the draft this weekend. 7 names he listed that he does not think are making it to campus. Logan Schmidt, Will Adams, Big Santorelli, Nauraki, Murphy, Washington, Roberson. And we will see what happens this week, and we'll check in with him next week after the draft.
I did my best.
Did a good job.
Keep it up.
Did a good job. You almost had it.
Almost. It's like me taking notes in class.
Looks
like,
good, though.
Oh, yeah.
Great work.
No,
There's 2 of the names.
No, the last 2 you listed, they didn't do anything about the 2 school that
That's
I
so
remember
good.
listening to. But it reminded me of being in class. It's like, I should probably write these down. He's not going to go back and list them all off.
There you
That's
go.
the difference between you and I. Can I get those after class?
Yeah, here.
And see, perfect.
There you go. But we appreciate all of you. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll close out Tingle & Co. Here on this Thursday right after this.
Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granning at GOMART on the Go Deli.
GOMART has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Got the game glitching. Everyone watching me just to see how the game shifted. Here, hold my beer. You can take a sip. Say the block is hot.
All right, welcome back here as we open up and close out this Thursday morning show. We appreciate all of you starting your morning with us. Did see something come across the wire while we were live via our friends at Yahoo Sports. Chrissy, you sent it over. What was it that you found, young man?
Looks like we're going to have fantasy football for college football, maybe college sports in the future, but college football. I'm excited for that. I know Wyatt is probably the most excited, knowing how he gets really into college football during the year. I think that would be fun having like sleeper players or, you know, just having your usual stars maybe underperform, overperform. So I don't know how really it's going to work yet. I'd imagine it's just going to be like NFL fantasy football.
Yeah.
But
it says
it could be fun.
Yahoo Sports launches college fantasy football for Power 4 conferences and Notre Dame. Yahoo Sports introduced a new college fantasy football game for the 2026 season, featuring the same rules as its NFL fantasy product, but limited to Power 4 conference teams plus Notre Dame. The platform appointed a 3-time Fantasy Sports Writers Association College Sports Writer of the Year as the voice of college fantasy. Drafts open on August 3rd. So a little under a month away from drafts opening up. But that was the interesting part because I've had this conversation with many people where college fantasy football has come up. And I've always said there's just too many teams in college football to really be able to track who is playing well.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought you would have to do it by conference. Like you'd have to do SEC fantasy football where you can only pick in the SEC. The only
But now there's not enough teams.
bummer with that is then you wouldn't have enough.
Right.
Because if you have a 12-man league, I mean, technically you would have enough, but
Not enough good players.
there's not enough good there's not enough good quarterbacks. There's not 12 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
This idea, I think, works. I think when you go Power 4, and of course they're going to include Notre Dame because Notre Dame won't join a conference, but they are a Power 4 team, essentially. This works because it allows you to have enough teams, enough players. If you do your research well enough, you know schedules, because that's the most intriguing part, is if you know schedules, if you know play styles, all these things, it can play a factor in who you draft, who you think plays well. But ultimately, I just think it's going to be fun.
I think if we were to start a league, can we all agree to boycott drafting Notre Dame players? Like just we're not.
See, that's
drafting them.
this is. It does sound fun. Like I think if there was a way to do it, this is the way to do it. Is the Power 4
Right.
plus Notre Dame, whatever. My thing that I can't really get behind because I am big into fantasy football for the NFL. The NFL, they're all playing the same level of competition,
Right.
more or less. So like for me, like I'm thinking about it. I don't know that I would want to take an SEC player.
I'll take a Big
because
12 player.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to take C.J. Carr from Notre Dame
Right.
because he's going to go in and throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in
Yeah.
the first half, and then he's not going to play in the second half every single week. Or I'm going to take Darian Mensah, who's going to play nobody all year, right? And it kind of cheapens it a little bit for me because like I don't know that I would want to take any SEC players, and that just feels kind of
those
stupid
are the best
to me.
players.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and so
Now-
it does kind of cheapen it to me.
What you could do, hypothetically, is make a league. Now, there's obviously no restrictions that we know of yet because we don't have the app. But what we could do is just say, hey, we're only drafting from these 2 conferences. So when you go in and draft, you can't draft a certain player because he's in a different
But even
conference.
then,
I think
what 2 conferences are you going to pick that
You
are
just-
equal?
you just-
Because the SEC and the Big Ten aren't equal.
No, but you would just mix match because, like, obviously there are good players.
You
in
have
the
to
ACC,
take
and
3
there's
from
are
the
good players in
SEC, 3 from. Is that what you're saying? Because
it could go that way. I'm saying like
I
you
think
could
he's
just
saying like you can
combine.
only pick from the Big
2
Ten and the SEC.
yeah.
Like because there's enough.
do a
teams
Big
in those
Ten league
leagues
and
to
an
where it
SEC.
kind of
I don't know
replicates
that
the NFL.
because I was over here thinking like, why hasn't this happened before? And that's why.
Yeah.
Like that's really not the competitive balance because there's always been the same. There's been a big enough playing pool, and the Power 4 makes the most sense. But then, why did they cut the Group of 5? Because of what Wyatt's saying, and then you go into the Power 4, and it just explains even more how lopsided the level of competition is. Because I will give you, there were 6 teams that eclipsed the 200-point mark in 2025. Can you tell me who those 6 teams are?
What do you mean 200 point?
Like their team individually scored over 200 points in fantasy football. I don't know what that-
In college football?
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but
Well,
it's
not
the 6th.
LSU.
It's the 6th
would
most
say
productive
Indiana,
teams. Okay,
Indiana, definitely.
Oregon.
Indiana, Oregon,
y'all let me
Ohio
be on
State.
camera with my hair like that.
That's fun.
That look like
Indiana.
that school shooter.
Oregon.
Ohio State. I don't know.
Ohio
They didn't.
State.
Miami.
maybe.
Hold on,
offense
let's
wasn't that good.
let's go. Indiana. Yes.
Okay. Oregon.
Oregon.
No.
Okay.
Really?
Okay. Let's readjust here.
Now
Ohio
just
State's
off.
not on it.
Oregon just missed the top 6. They're 7th with 197.
Okay.
Did Vanderbilt?
Ohio State is in.
Ohio
Ohio
State,
State is in.
Vanderbilt is in.
Texas A&M.
I was
Not
thinking
in.
Texas A&M. Ole Miss.
Just missed it with
Georgia.
196.
Georgia in.
No.
Wow. So SEC
Who are the
team seems like
Miami.
Who are the Heismans?
Is there is there an SEC team in?
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt is the one.
And in the second schedule, like the tier below, like just under 200, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Texas A&M,
Yeah. Okay.
and Texas A&M 181. But the 6 best performing teams in college athletics or in college football for fantasy:
Yeah.
Indiana, Texas Tech, Notre Dame, Utah, Vanderbilt, Ohio State. So that's why it broke the game already.
Yeah.
Right. Because Vanderbilt realistically should not like they don't have players that are good at fantasy football. Like Diego Pavia was fine. Eli Stowers is fine.
Yeah.
But like they shouldn't be number 1 in the SEC. There's no shot.
Yeah,
Their
no.
schedule wasn't very hard.
I'm sure we'll play it, and I'm sure like
there
it'll
is
be
an
fun, but
aspect
it's
to
just
it, like especially in NFL fantasy football, where like the best players are not necessarily like the highest scorers. Like the highest scorers aren't always the best players in the league.
Like,
so that
can you give me an example?
But this will be an exaggerated aspect of like David Johnson that one year. He just had a ton of points. He was not one of the best players in the league.
He was the best running back in the league that season.
No, but nobody
in the
would
NFL.
actually say that. He just got the most points. Yeah, he might have accumulated the most stats, but nobody would agree with you saying that he's the best player in the league.
He was the best running back in the NFL that season.
No, but that just was not the case. Like he just got the most points. It's the same point in college
But
football, but it would be to an exaggerated
scale.
scale.
How do you get points in fantasy football? You produce.
That's
the
what
best
right.
players in the NFL are the ones that produce the most.
Right, and it's going to be the same in college football,
Jackson
but more
Smith
of an
and Jigba
exaggerated.
was the best wide receiver in the NFL last year.
Yeah,
That's why he was the number one
it
wide
does
receiver
happen
in
like
fantasy.
that, but not every single time.
Right. I'm not saying it's like who's 1 through 5 in fantasy is the exact 1 through 5 ratings of who's good in the NFL. But at the same time, like David Johnson may not have been the best running back in the NFL. He wasn't like not in the top 5.
No, I agree with that, but I'm just simply saying like there are a bunch of cases in NFL fantasy football where point scorers don't always equate to being the best players in the league.
I disagree.
They're just point scorers.
I disagree. How do you score points and you're not good?
Like Amon-Ra he's obviously one of the best players.
Amon-Ra is one of the 5 to 8 best receivers.
No, but
in
he
the
was
NFL.
putting up points like he was the best player in the league. I guess was it 2-3 years ago?
He's a top 3 to 5 receiver in fantasy.
Right now,
he's a top 5 to 8 receiver in the NFL.
Not 3 years ago though.
People
would not say
was.
that. No, I'm telling like it doesn't equate the same. It will be much more of an exaggerated scale in college football.
Yeah,
but there
I
are many
agree.
cases where the best players are not the highest scorers.
That I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
I don't. I kind of agree. I think David Johnson was very good in 2016. Was not a top 5 running back in 2016.
Nobody would tell you
he scored 18 touchdowns
for the Cardinals,
which got him the most points. He was not a top 5 running back in the league.
He absolutely was.
He was
that
not.
season.
Ezekiel Elliott was better. DeMarco Murray was better. LaShawn McCoy was better. Le'Veon Bell was better. Jordan Howard was better. Jay Ajayi was better. All of those guys were better. That's
None
6
of those
running
guys
backs.
produced more than him that season.
They all had more yards than him that season.
How many more touchdowns?
Let's see. Ezekiel Elliott had 15 to his 18. Or to his 16. LaShawn McCoy had 13 to his 16.
So less.
Jay Ajayi had 9. I mean,
okay, like for example, Cooper Kupp was one of the highest scorers in fantasy football.
My thing is I'm not disagreeing with Christian because
league?
fantasy points are not the end all be all.
Right. Of course.
Who's the best in the league?
And I'm saying that's the same for college, but on a more exaggerated scale.
I agree.
You'll
it is
see-
more
you'll see the same
exaggerated.
trends.
It
like
is more
David Johnson
exaggerated.
averaged 77 yards a game.
Like
He had 2,000 scrimmage yards.
Right. I understand, but I'm saying
You don't have 2,000 scrimmage yards, and you're not one of the best players in the NFL.
I'm not saying he was the worst.
Yeah, I know. I
But
understand.
what I'm saying is fantasy points are not the end all be all.
Yes,
to who's the best
100%.
player.
It's not point blank like if you're
Right.
the number 1 player in fantasy, you're the number 1 player in the NFL.
Right.
But if you're the number 1 player in fantasy,
You had a
you're
great
not.
year.
You're not like not in the top
of
10.
course, of
you're
course.
up there.
That's not
but
what I'm saying.
In college football, you could 100% see a situation where, I don't know, let's say Josh Hoover at Indiana is not one of the top 10 quarterbacks, top 15 quarterbacks in college football, plays well all season because he plays nobody at Indiana, and then goes and shits the bed in the playoff because he's not actually that good.
Right.
I don't think there's bad players in the NFL that are producing big-time fantasy points. There's in college football.
No, I'm not
you can have
disagreeing on
players
that.
are like mediocre that are producing
That's why I said
big-time
it's on a
fantasy
more
points
exaggerated
because,
scale.
Right. I don't.
But I don't think that makes this unplayable. Like I don't think
No, I
that
don't think
makes
it makes
this
it unplayable,
a
but I
bad
think
product or waters it down.
No,
at
I don't
all.
think it makes it like I'm gonna play it. Like
Right.
I'm sure it'll be fun, but for me, it's not like I'm the biggest college football guy there is, and it's not something that I'm jumping at. Because to me, the NFL fantasy football will always be better.
Of course.
Because the competition level
Because it's
is
the
pretty
NFL.
much
It's
the
not
same.
college.
Yes.
That's
Right.
why they've never done this at the college level because there is not an even playing field. Like your point is correct.
And you couldn't
in that-
gamble on them.
Yeah, NIL is also a big factor in this.
But but like there's not an even playing field. Playing
Right.
an SEC schedule was tougher than a Big Ten schedule, and it's tougher than an
right.
ACC schedule.
No.
Like it's tougher than all of those. What?
Now you're gonna have the fucking people
The fans, of course.
that
are
going
gonna
to
be
my
upset.
fantasy team.
Right.
No.
Oh, that does suck. Well, and also, what also is, I don't think we've really talked about this, the non-cons. Like, people are going to be dropping their entire teams for players that are playing non-conferences.
Yeah, no.
Like, that needs to be disallowed.
People are
you can't be adding and dropping like that.
But again, it's going to happen.
It's going to, yeah, right.
It just cheapens it. Like, because you really should, like, it's stupid to make rules about that. Where,
yeah.
Like, I don't want to play a fantasy football league where I have to look at, like, oh, my player's playing FCS Midwest this week. Like, I'm going to start. Like, that's stupid to me.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think that it all just comes down to how you like. It puts more of the rules on the player than the fantasy. Like your group has to come up with rules on how you want to handle these things, because like there are going to be ACC quarterbacks that aren't as good as SEC quarterbacks, but might have better numbers because they're not playing the same level of competition.
Mm-hmm.
But I think ultimately, it's going to be fun. It's going to add another layer to the football season. Cage Curveball, $5 Super Chat, 5 claps. Ready. Depends on your league style. Also, I think wide receiver is different than running back. Wide receiver gets points for catches, even if for 0 yards. Running backs isn't the same. I agree with both of. Didn't finish. But yeah, no, I think what it's going to it opens the door to a lot of things. Like Lloyd's point is right. Like it's going to have fans that are going to have a different level of attention on players, which is always a good thing. Like I think fantasy football in the NFL brings a nice level of attention. Like I will watch games that I don't really care about per se because I have a guy on my fantasy team that's playing in that game and I want to pay, especially early in the year. Like when you're all hyped up on it, like it allows you to be a little more invested, much like using our friends over at FanDuel and betting on the game does, always responsibly. But it'll bring more eyes to the sport. It'll allow people to pay more attention to other schools, other programs, other games. But it does create the door of fans being more upset because the guy on their fantasy team didn't play well. Or I had you on my fantasy team, why'd you suck this week?
Or like being okay with a touchdown against LSU because they're fans.
Like
that's the worst.
Yeah. That's going to bother me as well. Because part of it for me, like the NFL, I am a Saints fan. I love the fucking Saints. But I'm not as invested as the NFL as an association and as a league as in college football, where like I kind of don't want fantasy football to sully like what I do on Saturdays, which is sit and just watch college football unencumbered by fantasy points and players. And I know I'm going to check that on Sunday.
Of course.
Like my Saturdays, I want to sit there. I want to root for the teams that I have my agendas for, the teams that I bet on, all that stuff. I don't know. It's not NFL fantasy football. I'm sure I'm going to play it and have a great time, but those are my thoughts.
It's not going to be NFL. It's not even going to be close. I mean, I don't think. I think it comes down to how you and your group set up your league on the rules that y'all set, because that's what it's going to come down to. Because I would take Notre Dame's players all the time. I'd have a team full of Notre Dame's players because they play nobody. So you would expect
we're banning them. Nope, we're banning them
to have better stats, better seasons.
And the flip side of it, you could even spin it against Notre Dame to say, okay, they're playing Dick Fuck University and then Dick Fuck State University the next week. Well, what if they go up 50 in the first half? I have a receiver who gets 2 catches for 10 yards and then doesn't play the entire second half. Because they're up 53 weeks in a row. I don't. That's stupid too.
Yeah.
I want competitive games against good competition.
But those are all things that you can take into account, I guess, in your thought process. Setting your team each week.
I don't want to do that.
Like be like, man, but they could only play one quarter, so maybe I play this guy instead of that guy.
Or there's defense.
Right.
It's just, I don't know.
I just don't like that at all. Everything. I despise fantasy football.
Yeah, I know you do. Like Hunter Hall just sent me this list. Is all conference player rushing stats from 2025. Or I guess I'll do 2026 here. The 4th player is Emmett Johnson from Nebraska.
Give me Emmett Johnson first.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Emmett Johnson's good.
And then you have, let's see, go down a little bit. L.J. Martin from BYU. Okay.
Dog.
Katron Allen from Penn State's 12th. Like, these guys are going to be putting up serious points for fantasy teams, and they play for...
Well, yeah, but those players are good.
Emmett Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
Emmett Johnson's really
but like
good.
who is that? Like, do you know who Emmett Johnson is from Nebraska? That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand that.
Yeah,
he's
but
good.
I don't think
agree
that's
that
an
he's probably
argument. I
good.
don't think that's an argument against college fantasy football. I
think it is.
Not to be disrespectful, but like you just don't know who he is.
Nebraska. What did they do this year?
I don't know. They weren't that good. They were okay.
Like
They were
that's
75.
that's the point that's going to be like, okay, who the fuck is giving me 50 right now and I'm losing? Like, who is this guy?
That's the only good thing about it.
what
I
like about it.
I agree, but I'm not going to like that.
But it's gonna like this is.
I don't know these people.
The
Who's doing this
positive
to
is
me?
it makes you watch. Like that's the part I like. Like
Sure, but
it's
I
gonna
want
make you
I
watch
want to
other
know the
teams.
players on my team.
So know the players.
So know the
yeah,
players.
I guess I have to
this
go
is a you
learn the players. Like,
problem.
I want to draft the
yeah,
LSU. I want to go draft the
Sure.
Bama players. I want to go draft the LSU players. I want to go draft the Miami
You
players.
can.
Right, I can, but they're not going to perform like Emmett
just
Johnson
lose.
from
Then
Nebraska.
you need to learn about
learn
Emmett
ball.
Johnson.
Okay,
I
guess.
don't. That's not a
Like, I
fantasy-
get what
that's a
you're-
you problem.
I get
I
Yeah,
what you're saying.
definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is either,
I
but I'm
get
not
it.
playing.
No, I do
Yeah.
understand.
Like I get that. Like I don't know Emmett Johnson.
Yeah.
But like, if I was gonna take it serious and go into it before the draft, I would probably figure out who some of these
Sure.
guys are.
Look, if
and then you
know,
watch
if
Nebraska.
This is what this is. Sure.
But that's the same thing as
Yeah.
like the best players in fantasy aren't always on the best teams in the
But it's
NFL.
only
It's like
32
that's like
teams.
David
Yeah, but it's
Johnson.
smaller.
Whoever drafted
But
David
still,
Johnson
Like,
that
you
year.
can actually like
New
you
ball.
should know those players.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He
but
dropped
you could
45
know
on you
these
week 2.
players,
You're like
too.
David fucking Johnson. What the
I had David Johnson that year.
hell yeah.
Oh,
And
you
it
won the
was-
league
So how do you hate fantasy football?
because David Johnson was his best player.
No, it was one of those. What do you call it? Dynasty.
Oh, see, that's a different one.
That's not fun. I mean, it could be fun if you really cared, but like, what am I going to get an award for being the best GM in fake ball?
Yeah.
Like, there's people out there that I know that believe wholeheartedly because they run a dynasty league, they could be a GM and they suck at their dynasty league. But they're like, I know how all of this works.
Yeah.
It's like, but you're terrible at it. Yeah, but I know how to I want to make trades. Okay.
But isn't that not kind of the fun part? Where
Right,
you're-
but the
you're
fact
in
that it
it's kind of the
bleeds
same
over
thing as
and-
we're doing it on NCAA, where you're like, oh, we're fucking doing this. Like, we're building this thing up. Like, this
Yeah.
is fun. Like, we're like the GMs in the front office. We know we can't do that job, obviously. It's like, let's try.
No,
Like,
that's fun.
I know it. I know that's fun.
Yeah.
Trust me. I know that's fun.
I just don't. I've never understood like the dynastic part of it from fantasy football. Like I think that is the best way to do it. I just think
Really?
from everything that I've seen, no, it all becomes like blood in the water. Like these people were friends and they turn into enemies all because of fantasy football and like a trade. It's collusion. It's all of this bullshit that's like this doesn't really matter. You're doing all of it.
collusion does come into play.
Well, you can't have a corrupt league.
Of
I'm the
course.
league manager of my league. No corruption there. But like I do agree
Sounds
with that.
like it's corrupt.
You
Yeah.
can't take it personal. Like you can't take anything like my dad yelled at me,
Yeah.
like punished me when I was like 10 years
Taking
old.
your computer away.
Because I think I dropped Eric Decker or something, and the guy he was playing against in the playoffs picked him up and he beat me. He beat my dad in the playoffs, and then he comes home. He's, why the fuck would you drop Eric? Are you out of your fucking mind? And my mom's like, dude, chill. Like, literally had to like separate us. We were about to fucking come to blows.
That is funny because
I'll
like
fight my 10-year-old when
He
I get
punished
home.
me. He took away my phone.
Yeah, stop trading.
I was like, what the
I
hell,
remember
dude?
playing fantasy one time, and one of my buddies' team, like he just didn't care, and then like just one of our other buddies was like, "Hey, let me get your best play. Like you're
No, don't
let
do-
me get
yeah,
your best
I
players."
hate
They
that.
did, and I lose next week. I'm like, when did you?
Why would you
get
do that?
Marshawn Lynch? You didn't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
him
yeah.
last week. How do you? AJ Green. I was like, how did you get all these?
Right.
You have a team full of starters.
Yeah.
How?
Well, you just drafted two. I just got another
I
team.
got two teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was like, nice.
Well, see, that's why I like being the league
Orbiter?
manager, and so we don't really have this problem because everyone in our league takes it pretty seriously. Not super seriously, but like we don't have people like not trying. Like we have
Right.
people. We set our lineups, everything. But like if there was something like that where it's like, oh, I'll trade you Robert Aguayo for Calvin Johnson. Like, okay, as league manager, I'm going to go ahead and veto.
Of course,
that
of course,
trade.
of course, of course.
Like I'm going to say that you can't give up Robert
No.
Aguayo, a kicker,
Collusion.
for Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
But I think
But
as
what
long
if,
as
but what if you want?
no, I would never. I would never sully the integrity. I'm a very moral person. You guys
Good.
know that.
I know.
I have my morality. But I think if we had a league, I think it would be okay. I think we would talk about it enough to where Lloyd would stay locked in and set his
You know
lineup
what
week
could
to
be
week.
fun?
And we wouldn't do a dynasty. This would be NFL fantasy.
No, I don't want
as
a
well.
dynasty.
You know what could be fun for college football fantasy? If you were to like do a dynasty league, but instead of like drafting your players, you get a school specific like 2 best players every year, and you ride with that school. That could be fun, and you can do all different conferences. So like you could say like instead of like doing all 4 conferences, you do 1 conference and everybody like 4 people. It'd be
Make
small
your own
leagues.
super conference.
You'd be like you could do that. You do LSU, Alabama, Georgia, and like Ole Miss, and all 4. But you can switch your teams obviously if you finish
You
last
could
or
do it to
something.
where you, like, draft from a
that could be
pool.
fun.
Like a pool of players.
Yeah.
As opposed to like all Power 4, which I guess is technically a pool.
Like this year,
but you cut
you'd
some
get
of them.
Sam Levitt,
Trade as green.
yeah, Trey Des Green, and maybe like the defense if you wanted or something, and then somebody else would if Wyatt had Ole Miss, he'd get Kawan Lacey, Trinidad Chambliss, and maybe like the defense or whoever the starting wide receiver is, and that's how you do it every year.
I don't want Gunnar Stockton.
No, but you could switch your school if you finished last the year before.
But what if you don't? What if I want LSU? Nobody wants to give it up.
Well, then,
You don't get LSU.
Then I'm not playing.
See, like, you're such a
okay,
I
then
would say
pick
if we
another
did it,
conference.
We would have to. I say we don't draft LSU.
No, I'm not playing.
no LSU.
I'm not playing.
Oh,
Or we all draft LSU.
What if it's
and we're
only
all the
LSU?
same
Could you
team?
imagine
Oh.
if one team had all of those players?
could you imagine? Imagine if they were all on the same
team.
Incredible. I don't know. Yeah, it would just be like
The one thing about I would say I would set a lineup because the reason this is my excuse for Sunday fantasy football, like the NFL, is Saturday bleeds over to Sunday rather quickly.
Yeah.
And that 12 o'clock or 8
But you're
o'clock,
locked in
whatever
on
they.
Saturday.
Yeah. So I'm awake and aware.
Yeah.
Very aware.
Yeah.
So I could do that.
Yeah.
Like that's my time to get me. Because after that, Sunday is poo.
I'm pretty lenient as a commissioner. Like if somebody misses the cutoff and they text me like 5 minutes, like 12:05, and they're like, "Dude, I didn't like."
What if
this guy,
What if they'd already scored a
You
touchdown?
can do that?
Yeah, as the league manager. Well, and it's like they'll be like, "Dude, like we were all out last night. I'm fucked up. Like
I meant to
this
put-
guy got scratched from the game 15 minutes before it started. Will you switch it for? Yeah, dude, it's not a big like it's okay. Like we're not that serious. This isn't.
Wow,
the
you're a
NFL.
great person, Wyatt.
I know.
Here's
I
a
am.
cookie.
I'm the best. You have one?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
You've been snacking all morning.
Dude,
Maybe
give
I
me your
would if you
cookie.
weren't snacking. You can't have my cookie.
He's saving it for marriage.
Do you want my
BTK.
purple? Do you want my purple grape cookie?
That's
with
my
a smiley
dumpling.
face?
Fuck off with my
You
dumpling.
want a gummy
Fuck
bear?
your dumpling. Oh, do not eat that.
No, I'm not
oh
eating it.
God.
Just make it in the
No, don't
bucket.
throw it either.
Oh, I caught it there.
But no, I do agree where it's like
Great throw.
I do agree that it's like if everybody's drafting LSU, well, if I'm playing against Lloyd and Harlem Berry scores a game-winning touchdown to beat me in fantasy,
we
now
don't
it
draft
kind
LSU.
of sullies the moment of
Yeah,
Harlem
no.
Berry
No,
scoring a touchdown
we can't
in
draft
real
LSU.
life.
We can't draft LSU.
Or only LSU.
But even then,
But even the teams that play LSU,
the teams that
too.
play, what if Cam Coleman scores a touchdown against LSU and I've got Cam?
See,
Coleman?
no, we're not doing No.
I don't disagree with like that because
That's-
now I'm kind of in the back of my head like, well, that was for
No,
fantasy.
see, no.
and I don't want that. I don't want
really
that.
care about fantasy that much. So like,
We could also do this where like you're like league rule, you're not allowed to start players that play against LSU.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
They have to be
Because
on
we
the
can do
bench.
it then.
Yeah, because I can't.
That's a good
That is
rule.
my least favorite thing.
So no LSU players.
And no players that play against LSU that week.
Players.
But at that point, let's
LSU opponent players benched. What else?
But I would
I also
almost
don't
say-
like Marcel Reed. Take him off.
I would like because if I have, let's say, I don't know, Kawan Lacey, and I have to bench him in week 3,
Yep.
he goes off,
Yep.
and I lose, I'm still mad.
Of course.
So I would almost say, let's just take all of the players that LSU will play in the regular season and take them out of the draft.
So
That's what I said, no
SEC.
players
Just ban-
playing LSU.
Ban
So-
the SEC.
so
You-
no-
yeah, but you can't even draft them. Like it's
No,
not
you
like
can't
you
even
draft
have
them
'em.
and then you bench them.
So not bench.
You can't even draft them. So like
No players from
Just,
Clemson.
just ban the SEC. Why?
So what
Just
we
do
play
it.
9
Not
SEC teams. So
allowed.
we're one of them. So you get 6 SEC teams that you can
Yep.
draft from,
And then the rest-
you get the rest of the Power 4, except
and
for
no,
Clemson.
and,
you can
and-
draft-
and no Clemson.
No Clemson. Yeah.
And no teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, no, it ends
And
after
no,
the regular
no
Yeah,
season.
Louisiana
that's
Tech
right.
either. Just make
Well,
sure.
they're. So you can't draft from Clemson,
Yep. Ole Miss,
Ole Miss, Texas
Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Kentucky, losing some big hitters there.
Mississippi State,
Auburn.
Kentucky.
No
Auburn.
Arch.
No Arch.
Who else did they play? Then they play Alabama,
Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee. No Tristan Keys.
Texas, Ark, and
No LSU players playing.
Yeah,
So that
Eli,
means-
this is really the rule.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It looks good.
Thank you.
so that means you can draft from Georgia,
Missouri,
Mizzou,
Florida,
Florida, Oklahoma. Oh, wait, what we're missing? two
Vanderbilt.
more. Vandy,
South Carolina.
and South Carolina.
Where's like, oh.
And that's it.
So Lenora
Right.
Sellers is on the board, and then the rest of the group of five or
And the
Power Four,
rest of the Power Four.
except for Clemson. That's fine. Clemson's gonna suck anyway.
I said we weren't athletic. I just wanted to prove it that we are.
No, we're all.
Oh, you weren't even on the stream.
It's okay.
Who said we're not athletic?
Hunter Hall.
But yeah, so you can draft from Georgia, Missouri, Florida, Oklahoma, Vandy, South Carolina, the Big Ten, the Big 12, and the ACC minus Clemson.
No Notre
And-
Dame players either, right?
No, you can take Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think
No
we'll
Notre Dame
leave
players.
Notre Dame in.
We
If
won't
you
have
if
Notre
you
Dame.
if you draft a Notre Dame player though, you are subject to just get made fun of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
subject
allowed.
to bullying.
Yes.
So we keep the dynamic the same by all drafting one Notre Dame player.
No, I'm not going to draft a Notre Dame player. Character issues.
Mhm.
What are other rules? So no LSU players,
No Penn State players either.
no
That's
players
standard.
from LSU opponents.
I think your tight end should have to be from Penn State.
No, there we go.
No Virginia Tech quarterbacks either, because you just never know.
What does that mean?
Is that a Michael Vick joke?
It was. We don't want dogs?
You don't want.
You don't want somebody to be too
Some
overpowered.
dogs.
That's true. Oh, not athletic.
I'm so athletic. Bad hands though.
Bounce that ball.
I think those are good rules.
I think they are.
It's just that makes LSU on Saturday. It's holy. It can't be
Unsullyable.
touched.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, can we also make a rule to where, like, if we need an L from some team or a win from some team, drop that player that's playing? Like, say at the end of the season you need someone to beat
we're-
someone. Yeah, come on,
It's
that's a
just-
good
it's
rule.
getting worse
Good
and
rule.
worse.
What are you saying?
He's saying
If
like
you if LSU needs
needs
a result that they're not playing in, you have to drop or bench the players on your team from that. Like, say Georgia needs to win or lose versus somebody, you have to bench the Georgia player that week.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I don't like that. at
No,
all.
I think that's stupid.
Oh hell.
This
well,
is
fuck
all
you.
stupid.
You're
Yeah.
stupid.
No. Like, why would you?
Because
if you're rooting, if you're already invested in that game,
yeah,
like if I need
it affects LSU.
If I need Georgia to win for LSU to be in a good spot, right?
Yeah.
He's
Why
saying
would
you
I
should have to
bench
bench
Georgia's
the player.
player?
He's
Well, what if
saying
they
you
drop a
should-
touchdown in the end zone?
No, but he's what he
Well, I'm pissed already.
what he's saying in his
Georgia needs
argument.
to win.
No, it's a good
in
point,
his,
but
in his
again,
little
it
hypothetical
affects
argument,
LSU.
you should bench the players playing
Against Georgia.
Okay.
He just didn't. He's done.
No,
He got-
either
he almost
way.
got
He's a
there.
little-
I said win or lose. That's what I said.
That's okay.
Which is wrong.
I
I
like
set it
I
up
like
both
the
ways.
rule
Yeah,
that
but you
you
said
came up
win
with
and you
almost.
should bench Georgia, which is wrong because you should be cheering
be
for
cheering
Georgia.
Georgia.
For Georgia.
You
So
should
it doesn't
only play
change-
Georgia
Like
players.
That doesn't
if
change
Gunnar
anything.
Stockton's my quarterback and LSU
need to
needs
beat
Georgia to win, I'm keeping Gunnar Stockton in.
I
Yes.
understand what y'all are saying. I'm just saying if the team's involved at all, I don't want them
That's
playing.
stupid.
Yeah, then you can't have a league.
Yeah,
but
that's
I
dumb.
agree with if
If
I need
against
Georgia-
LSU, bench the player.
Yeah, but also kind of like if I need Georgia to lose, I'm not playing any of their players because I don't want them to play well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm basically not competing.
So LSU
He's signed to non-compete.
Yeah, I've
win.
I pulled my name out the draft.
That's genius. Huh? You must have took your JED test.
I did. You must have taken your GERD test.
Player benched.
Want me to kill them?
So, Christy, we take half of that rule. Good job. Good idea.
All right. Well, wait for it to come back and bite you. I don't know how it would, but you know,
It might.
You just fucking wait.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait.
I'm laughing to the bank on that one.
I don't know. I don't know. if
So
there's
that
enough
we've got
players.
some. We've got 3 rules. Good rules.
I just say we
fellas.
don't draft the SEC. I think that's a good rule.
Yeah, my 2 rules are the best rules.
I mean, looking at it, there's 18 teams in the Big Ten, and there's 12 in the Big 12, or I think it's 10 in the Big 12, whatever it is. So there's going to be more. There's going to be a bigger player pool than the NFL,
Yeah.
even with taking out all these SEC teams.
Yeah.
So it'll
Can't
it'll
wait
be
for
okay.
my-
It's possible. You can definitely do it.
I don't even know who's in a big conference anymore.
Ismail Sabari will miss the Morocco France game
I know.
today.
That's why the under is going to hit.
You're taking the under
Yeah, under 3.5.
for Morocco versus who?
France. That was also Mr. Fun's bet before
Wow, he could feel
Saibari
it.
got hurt.
He could feel it.
So
Has it moved?
definitely, I mean, yeah, that's definitely.
Chris Stanfield crushed in the draft prospect league
Good for him. I saw he was
for the Williamsport Cane Cutters. He played 19 games. He had 23 hits, 4 doubles, a triple, a homer, 17 ribbies. Got walked 10 times and hit 354.
I can't wait
Yeah.
for Rutgers running back
I
to
saw
go
he
off
was
on
he
him.
was
15
5 for
stolen
5
bases.
in one game. He literally had a 5 for 5 game, which is
Crushed.
awesome. Good for him.
Ed Johnson, y'all should sit this one out. It's way too many rules.
I don't disagree with you, Ed.
Oh yeah, we're not doing this.
Like, let's just stick to the NFL.
We're not doing that either.
We're so invested in college football already. I don't think there needs to be a college football fantasy thing.
have to do it. Because he doesn't know ball, so it would help him learn.
Nah.
I agree.
Nah.
I think he should.
I just won't play. I just don't like fantasy football in general, so. I
Oh,
don't
so
play
now
it.
you're
I don't think
copying
you like
Lloyd.
football in general.
Not American.
No,
Yeah.
I like LSU and the Saints. I don't like watching Rutgers versus Nebraska.
If I have,
loser.
if
Yeah,
I have a,
fine. That's fine.
I mean, I wouldn't watch Rutgers versus
That's
Nebraska
fine.
either.
Right.
see, in my perfect little pea brain, I would play this to make me watch more college football. But I
Right.
know in my perfect little pea brain, I'm not.
Yep.
So
Unless we have big money on the line.
I will gamble, and that's what it's for.
Mhm.
It makes me pay attention. But there's too much. Game days are too much fun. There's not.
I
It's
agree.
not about anybody else but LSU.
I agree.
Like the game is on, but like that's why I don't know who that was that plays for Nebraska or got drafted by the Chiefs in the 5th round that played at Nebraska and ran for 1,200 yards in his senior year. I don't know who that is. I will never know who that is anymore because at the root of it all, Sundays are ruined and Saturday night is ruined because they got rid of college football final. SportsCenter's not the same, so I have no way to go back and learn this after my day of
Shout out to Wheels.
virility. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
don't want to have
watch
to do
Wheels.
that either. Like it just needs to be
Wheels
on
is
a
the only reason I
channel.
know anything.
That's true, but it needs to be like he needs to put it all to make an hour show. I can't just go a game to. I don't even know who played except for LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the LSU matchup, and I either know the biggest matchup or the second biggest matchup, depending on what LSU.
But if he put them all
was.
together, like if it was like a playlist of every game this week and they were all 15 minutes, I would watch that. But I don't.
So you
want
just need him to make playlists of
yeah.
each weekend.
I just need him to do the work for me.
Because
Okay.
you can just do, like, he does that already. He just doesn't put it in a playlist.
He
of,
needs
like,
to. He
week
should do
4.
week 1, week 2.
Okay. So we have to
That-
make the
that-
playlist
We
for
can,
Lloyd.
yeah, we can do
Just
that.
reach out to Wheels and see.
I'm,
Because I do
I'm
wanna
giving him
see-
free game.
I do want to see you get really into college football again because I think we would have a good time watching college football.
How does he make those videos? I've always thought. Like, what is he
Wheels?
getting the games off of?
I always think about it and I don't know.
He's got to be because he doesn't get banned or anything, and he.
Well, I'm sure
probably-
he just has monetization turned off.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. Well,
If you're not monetized, you can post
He probably
whatever
has just
you want.
some converter, right? I mean, that's how we. He probably has like a
how
digital
we
copy,
watch.
a recorder, and then.
What are you talking? What do you? How do you know
No,
to do
right?
that?
He has a converter. I just found out, in high school whenever I
Okay,
did work
okay,
in high
okay.
school. Yeah.
Yeah, live leak.
Because that's what I've always thought. Because like whenever I was getting clips of like the game film for us when we were doing like our season player breakdowns, whatever before the games, I was like watching the game from the ESPN app and recording it on my phone. Mm-hmm. But I was like, he always has like the direct game copy,
Right.
and I would love for us to just post those videos because it's free. Just don't monetize it, and it's free views.
Yeah, for real.
But I don't know how he does it.
I don't either. And he posts them like 20 minutes after the game.
I know.
So he's doing it in the game.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he's
That's what I
waiting
don't
for the game
understand.
to end. I don't get it either.
He hacked the server.
And it's like multiple games
has a
too. So he's
computer.
not just tracking like just one game per time slot. Like it's like 4 or 5 games per time
He has a
slot.
computer.
He's got a crew.
Computer. But how does he have a computer if he's not monetizing anything?
It's true.
He's got an unpaid computer helper?
No, he's getting. Well, you can still get the stuff sponsored.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any
guess.
sponsors though.
That's what I was saying. Like I don't feel like I haven't seen any sponsors on Wheels channel.
He's getting paid somehow.
Somehow.
That's what I think so too. I just don't know how it works.
Me
Let
either.
me pull up Wheels.
I'm doing it right now.
Because
Pull
I
up
mean,
right now.
you could technically plug in the stream of the game into this computer.
Right, and record it.
Right. and then stop recording whenever it's commercial and start recording again. There's your first block.
Cut.
There's a way to do it, but he must be like paying attention.
Yeah, 100%.
I couldn't do that. I'd be like, oh fuck, commercial.
Every game.
I'm getting up to pee.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, commercial.
Go to his social media. Maybe he's sponsored on there.
I don't know what he does,
He's
but
getting money from somewhere. He has 800,000 subscribers.
And he does it for baseball, too. Like,
He does it
he
for
does
everything.
college baseball
I know.
too.
Oh, he does have a 2025 college football highlights playlist.
There
You
go.
can just go watch all of them.
There you
See,
go.
there used to be
123 of them.
how many minutes a game?
Like 15 to 20, probably.
Yeah, I can knock that out before.
That's what we can do on a Sunday.
I really like because I used to see. This is what happened. They changed the format, and I was too late to adjust to keeping up with when I had like
Kardashians?
elite ball knowledge. They had like the ESPN top 50 games of the year. They would do a countdown of the best game of the
I remember
previous
that.
season, and you just watch that,
Mm-hmm.
and you just know stuff now.
Yeah.
And they don't do that anymore, so I don't know stuff. So it's their fault
Yeah.
It is their fault.
if they did that again.
It's funny because I found my knowledge of like the NBA has dropped off drastically.
'Cause I don't
It's
watch
because
it.
I play less 2K.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was playing, they have this new, you know how they've been coming up with the internet games with all the sports things.
Okay,
They have-
Grandpa. Yeah,
Yeah.
get top for bed.
They have one called Starting5.app, and it like does team the year, the season, and you have to name the starting five. And I played it for an hour last
Yeah,
night.
that's
because when I got in the honey hole of between 2011 to like 2022, I could name every starter from every team, and I was just like, I felt enlightened for a moment.
yeah, yeah.
Then I was like, man, I can't.
I don't do that
anymore.
anymore. Did it tell you the answers after?
Yeah,
It's basically like a Quizlet,
basically.
but I like it.
But like I was doing it without, like it wouldn't even tell me, because sometimes it'll give you like you can ask for hints, you can get the jersey numbers. Jersey numbers easy, locked in. I was doing it without jersey numbers, like just
Going
naming
down
the
the
starting
yeah,
five.
position.
Yeah,
That's also why the ball knowledge drops off is position.
positionless basketball.
Oh, there's positions. your mind changes about what's important. Maybe
Yeah,
it couldn't be me.
no, it couldn't be.
me.
Started. Cajun Curveball says Wheels has been doing ads in the middle of games.
See, I feel like I haven't seen that. Maybe I don't.
Well,
I'm
how
not
can
disagreeing.
the
with you.
ads don't like?
Maybe you think it's a YouTube ad whenever it pops up. You're like, oh, YouTube ad.
Maybe.
And you miss it.
I don't know.
he does his own little ads that he cuts, just thanking us.
Thank you for watching Wheels. Go check out my van.
Yeah,
my,
thank you
watch
for-
my Vandy
My
boys.
Vandy Day in the Life.
Yeah, he needs to change that.
Come do a day in the life of Tingle and Co.
Yeah,
Powerhouse.
Teach us how you work.
Power.
Yeah, show us how to do this so we can start doing it and actually
Remember Steve
steal views from
Sarkisian?
you.
And did that name ring any bells?
I
Yeah,
remember that.
Remember how he complained about NIL
yeah.
and that Texas doesn't have the money?
Woof.
CR mythology.
That's a lot of money.
Mythology.
17 million on the offense. Wow. Does it show like each player's value?
No, this is it.
No.
I didn't click on CR methodology.
17.
They also have one for this is front office sports.
Mm-hmm. They did it for LSU too. I saw.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Miami Heat.
I'm looking at it. So they've
2023-24.
got Arch at $6.8 million.
They're just giving all the way to charity.
Hollywood Smothers at
What a name.
$750,000. Cam Coleman's at $3 million. Ryan Wingo's at $1.5 million.
Do they have LSU's?
Yeah, we looked at LSU's already. I can pull it up though. Colin Simmons is at $1.5 million. Trevor Gooseby is at $1.2 million. Melvin Ciani is at right under $1 million. Cade Phillips is at $500K. Let's see, who else do we know? Rasheem Biles was like the number one linebacker in the portal. He's at $600,000. Hero Canoe was good in the portal. He's like at $1 million.
God, what a name if he was like old, like
Skipper.
Indian. Hero Canoe.
Yeah, man. There you go.
Like Sacagawea. We got saved by Hero Canoe.
I didn't know that's what you meant by Indian. I see what you're saying now. That is. Yeah,
What do you think?
I thought you meant like the Southern Asian Indians. Yeah.
Feather, not dot.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's you meant feather. Yeah.
Yeah. Bow and
They
arrow.
probably. I mean, dots in different locations probably.
Yeah, like a mole.
The 21-22 Houston Rockets.
I'm looking at
Tracy McGrady.
LSU right now. It's
They had
about
Jalen Green was the
Christian Wood.
he was the
that his
center.
name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was the center 35.
Christian Wood do what?
Christian Wood.
Christian Wood.
Went to
Tongue's
a
great.
Rockets game, I
Christian
think, that
Wood.
year.
Jayshawn Tate. Who was number 2? Small forward.
So you don't know anymore.
And number 3 point guard.
Lonzo Ball.
No.
Chris Paul.
Jalen Green didn't start.
Yeah, he did. He's shooting guard. Why can't I think of who the
Do
number?
they have this for anything else?
Small forward. I don't know.
It's always NBA.
The NBA is very
yeah,
popular.
it should be college football.
That's what I'm thinking.
No. Who was their small forward, 6'5", 29 years old, wore number 2 for the Rockets in 2021,
Tari
2022?
Eason.
How tall was he?
6'5".
Not Jacob.
It's not
He's off the bench that year.
PJ
Not
Tucker.
PJ
huh?
Tucker. He wore 17 with the Rockets, and he was gone by then because he was on the Bucks at that point, I believe. I don't know. What's the chat saying? Do we go 13 for 13?
I like that idea.
They said that today sucked.
Ugh, I don't like the sound of that.
Sorry. It's my fault.
You did cut my toothpaste tube open last night, so you do
Oh,
deserve some
David
karma.
Nwaba is who it is.
No, it's the sticky. I should have thrown my can.
And
but
a
you dared me.
21-year-old point
It's
guard
your fault.
Is that
that wore number 3.
What's the lefty guy? Kevin Porter?
Yeah, I think that is Kevin Porter Jr.
Oh yeah,
Nailed it. Good job, fellas.
he was cool.
Good
for-
hair.
He was cool for a month.
He was cool.
Oklahoma City Thunder 2021-2022.
Shabazz.
Giddy.
Yeah.
That's he's number 3.
Waddle,
That's a little
Lamb,
young for him.
Waddle,
still had
Lamb,
Chet.
Higgins, Olave.
Shea was on that team, huh?
Yeah, he was the point guard at that point.
Olave.
Waddle, Lamb, Higgins, Olave. And then paddle, tennis, badminton,
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell yeah! Cradle, crease.
squash.
Those are 2 lacrosse terms. Clear,
Right.
ride. Yeah, hell
Of
yeah.
course.
Why is this in the sports connections?
Yeah.
That's
And
not a
then
sport,
paddle,
it's a club.
squash, tennis, badminton.
Badminton, yeah. Fucking ran a train on that one, boys.
Hell yeah.
Bang. Good work.
All right, celebrity mashup time, please. Blackfire, Blackfire, Blackfire.
I hope this doesn't backfire.
I hope. Never
Gee,
mind.
oh. Whoa.
Gosh.
Lifts the leg, Johnny.
Celebrity mashup.
It's Friday. We're gonna do it my way. Oh, God.
Oh, John C. Reilly and Eminem.
Do you know what I thought?
What did you think?
Cam Scattervoo.
Nice.
You're not far off there.
Cajun
I see
Curveball.
it.
Oh, God.
$5 super chat, 5 claps. Ready. Since I was in the back of Speed Stream, he had 600 million viewers on his stream of World Cup games. Fox only did like 350 to 400 million, so FIFA allowed him to live stream it. That is crazy.
That is wild.
That's crazy.
I don't. Do you have a screenshot of yourself, Cajun Curveball? That'd be cool.
What team had the number 1 overall
Oh, it was the
pick?
Texans.
Mm.
This was Mario Williams.
Mario Williams. With
From?
his contacts.
North Carolina State.
There he is. He's
He knows
we're
that.
gonna
This
get
is
him.
this is his honey hole these years.
Yeah, I think it's funny to see. Be like, oh, like same thing when I cook. He's like, oh, I see it. Like,
Yeah.
I do know some cool things.
Blue Jays.
You old,
no.
good job, old man. It's not on VHS.
Angels? No.
Yeah, I
Mariners?
don't have no clue.
Mariners.
After going to 4 straight World Series, the Yankees lost in this 2002 American League Divisional Series to this AL West team.
It's either the,
Mariners.
I think it is the Angels.
Hmm.
It should have been the Oakland Athletics. It is the Angels. Thank you, Johnny L. This is the year of the boomstick and the rally monkey.
Boomstick. A 2 times Women's World Cup champion and 4 times World Cup medalist. This former player has been married to Nomar Garcia Parra since 2003. Nomar.
It's gotta be
Mia Hamm.
Is it Mia Hamm? I was gonna say it was her, Abby Wambach. Wombat?
Ooh,
Wambach?
I don't.
What?
He's not a fan.
Well,
Said
she's
not-
married to a guy.
Abby?
No, Mia Hamm. Oh, Abby Wambach?
Yeah.
Oh. Who is Abby Wambach? Why do I know that name?
She's a soccer.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Algeria? Albania?
You can't plug that plug in.
What does it say?
Is this Algeria?
Rabat is the capital, and Casablanca is the largest city in this North African.
Sup, Pat McAfee.
Sup, McAfee. You would take the day off yesterday. The largest city in this North. What'd you say it was?
Algeria?
I think it's Morocco.
Well, Casablanca, what was that? Where was that?
It's probably Morocco because wouldn't that be
The White House.
topical?
Yeah, they
That
play
would
today.
be.
It would be quite topical.
Whoa,
What's up, Pat McAfee?
Morocco.
Should an NBA young boy.
Bang.
The world's
words
Chicken
largest-
berries.
What?
are often
Ben
found
and
above the
Jerry's.
name on pints of this brand of ice cream. This is Ben and Jerry's.
Come on now.
Morocco.
B and J. Is that your favorite BJ?
Anthony Hopkins, Ed
Yes.
Harris, and Jeffrey Wright all earned Best Actor Emmy nominations for this HBO
Westworld.
dystopian sci-fi western drama debuted in 2016. That is correct. Movies. 3 non-sequels grossed over $200 million domestically in 2007. Transformers, Ratatouille, and this film starring Gerard Butler.
Oh.
Can I look up a picture of Gerard Butler? Is that
You know
allowed?
what Gerard Butler looks like.
I know, but I've
Oh!
heard the name.
The 300.
300.
Oh, good movie. I
It
have
is a good
seen
movie.
that. It's not as good as Gladiator, but it's good.
300 is a good movie, though.
Did you see Mr. 3000? Have you?
I have seen it, actually.
Interesting casting. Rest in peace.
Oh, there's a party on the rooftop, top of the world tonight, tonight, and we're dancing on the edge of the Hollywood sign. I
tonight.
don't know if I'll make
tonight.
it, but watch out, 'cause I'll fake it. It's
go.
all right, all right. It's tonight, tonight. Great song. I loved Hot Shell Ray back in the day.
Obviously.
Watch out, she'll fake it. Tonight.
No, not with me.
I just saw Law-Abiding Citizen, actually.
What's it called?
Law-Abiding Citizen's
Tonight,
a very good movie.
Tonight.
You just watched it?
I watched it on my way to Detroit.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
And
It's
then I
the one
started
me and
The
Lloyd were
King,
talking
and I
about
never
the other
finished
day.
that. Yeah, I know. Well, I watched it because y'all said that.
Tonight, tonight.
Good
I was
movie,
on,
yeah.
Tonight, tonight.
I guess it's on Peacock or something.
Bang.
Watched it.
No
Yeah,
help from the chat today.
Well, Johnny L
Is
was in
Jamie
there.
Foxx in that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the lawyer.
Thank you, Johnny L. But yeah,
He watched Law-Abiding Citizen because me and you said it was a good movie.
thank you. It was it good?
Thank you.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I don't remember any of the characters' names, but Jamie
Oh, you don't
Foxx
have
was
to.
in
But
it.
Jamie Foxx
And
is in
Gerard
there.
Butler. Those are the two. You.
I don't know. Was that the other guy?
Is that not why you just thought of it?
No, someone said.
Oh,
in the
because
chat,
Gerard
Peter.
Butler.
Gerard Butler's the white guy.
Yes.
And Jamie Foxx is the.
There's two characters. Two main characters.
Yes.
White guy.
Jamie
black guy.
Foxx is Eel Man.
That's the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jamie
Jamie
and someone else.
Gerard.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jamie and Gerard.
Okay, I
And Jamie
Clocked
Foxx
it.
said he used his superpowers.
You
in this
wanted
one.
it?
clocked it, but I kind of forgot what he looked like already.
Oh, he
so
cleaped the cock running.
You have to clock it now.
nope, not doing that.
You have to.
What does that mean?
That's
Period.
Which finger is it? Is it this
Period.
one?
Period.
Mute me. Blow up my chair. You didn't have to say that. Disgusting. C4 me. Click it.
No, you just did the. You timed it.
No, I did the C4.
You Gerard Butlered it.
Dude, you're kind of serving. cunt right
Kaboom.
now.
What?
Yeah, you're eating.
All right, come on. I gotta
You
go
are
study for
eating.
the JED test. Let's go.
Let's get out of here.
You're eating today, Chris. You're
You
Yeah.
are. You're
Fuck
serving.
you.
You're mogging.
No.
You're giving.
Ah, there we go. I like that.
No, you're giving.
You're
Oh,
giving off
you're-
cunt right now.
Yeah.
You clocked that T.
What's the other one? What are the other ones you don't like?
I don't know.
I don't like any
Trying
of
to think.
those.
Period.
Y'all- Stop.
That's what it means.
It's the end of a sentence.
Stop. I know what I know.
I can't wait to
Now,
be
if you said it louder, it'd be an exclamation point.
I'm going to serve such bitch tonight.
Oh. God.
Slay Queen.
Yes. It's time for the boys to know.
Cannot wait for Love Island.
There he is. He's in.
There you go.
There's Love Island tonight.
Oh my gosh.
It's the family episode tonight.
I'm gonna have to.
Where their families show up to the island.
They should. You know
That
what they
is
should-
Which is the
absurd.
crazy side. Like, they've been
Yeah.
watching this on television because it's
See-
live.
Or they haven't been watching.
Or they haven't been. I would assume they are watching.
What I would do. How many episodes has there been? Has there?
A lot. I think this is episode 32
Of the same people?
of this season. Yeah.
Jeesum.
That's a lot of
the
us.
They only
sod
take
has
they only
your
take
ass.
they only take 2 days off a week. There's only not episodes on Wednesday and Saturday.
Well, how is your this one?
Oh,
drama?
Randy.
Who
No,
gives-
stop it. Randy.
Yes, hell yes.
Wait.
Uncle Randy, you have to stop.
Hell yes.
All these voids they're getting to our elders.
The Floyds.
God. The sodas.
Is that better, White? Got to add a little flavor. That is better.
Hell yeah.
That's much better.
God.
Unbelievable.
We don't need any more.
Sorry we
flavor.
didn't do your
It's
tier
been
list today.
overseasoned.
Oh, thank you, Johnny. He
Yes.
gave us a good job.
Oh, thank you, Johnny L. Nice job.
Nice job. That's
Oh,
something.
clock it, says Uncle Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do a tier list of best white girl sayings?
I can make that.
Oh yeah. He's gonna put everyone in
Or-
F tier.
Or worst.
Oh,
They're all bad.
to each their own.
We should make each category a white girl saying. Like
Most
S tier is
most
like
iconic.
yes.
Most iconic.
It bothers me just as much as it bothers you.
It's so bad.
It
That
is
was
bad.
bad.
That's when you know it's time to go.
Yeah.
Not this show,
Girl,
but
like-
yeah,
Wyatt cinnamon sticked Chrissy last night.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Charlie O.
No, Lloyd cut open my toothpaste bottle, and I had to throw it away.
Oh God.
What a fucking idiot!
Randy.
Yes.
Uncle Randy, that's awesome. Oh, and there's 67 people watching right now, Christian.
6'7". Ugh. Becky, do you remember you 6'7" on the dance floor? You threw up in the Uber and you blamed it on Chrissy. I'm totally gonna make him pay for that cleanup because I'm serving. Period.
Dude.
I was on such cunt behavior. It's right.
Those are like the worst people ever. Oh God.
That's why I love White Island's entertaining.
He'll play the
makes
clean.
you angry.
He'll
To
You
get
Love
their
Island?
parents-
You would watch it so mad.
Yeah.
There's girls that talk like what Lloyd just did, and then there's girls that like will
Live
go
it.
on Love Island, and like those are literally the worst people in the entire world.
nuke
Like
it.
you can bomb that island and society would lose
Okay.
nothing.
Then it would really be Love Island because the world got better.
Yeah, it did.
See, I would make the
No,
parents
I
go.
want him to watch it because I want to watch him get angry at
You
it.
should do this show,
Yeah.
Love Island,
Mhm.
and at the same time, all of the parents are also on Love Island doing the same thing, and then they both have to watch.
each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think bringing the parents in is a
Objectively great television.
wild move. It's
a
great
unbelievable-
television, but it's a crazy
It is great
move.
television.
Well-
Well, because
Look what they raised. They
There's-
don't care. They're bad people too.
the thing is, there's so many things that happen.
These people did not pass the JED.
because they're in like these relationships with each other, but you obviously don't see what the other person's up to the entire time.
Right.
But the parents have.
Yeah, all these people
What do you
are
mean
fucking
those-
around. The blonde girl's fucked with like 5 guys there. So who's the parents of the dude?
The dude that she's with right now, his mom's.
Wait,
gonna
are they
get there.
all dating?
She's gonna hate him.
They are at this point now.
Or
They're
her.
all in
You
relationships.
have to be.
That's the reason why you go.
Yeah, you gotta like fake it if you want to stay, probably.
Like
They
you're-
kick you
you're-
off?
yeah, and you're trying to win money.
Oh, well, no.
Yeah.
Why can't I just go?
I mean, you could, but
You're not gonna
you're
win.
just not gonna
Oh,
win.
why not?
Because you have to
they're
be in
good-
a couple. It's
yeah.
like the best couple.
Best
Well,
couple
that's what they
They do
say. It's like the
challenges?
best
Popular,
couple
yeah.
wins.
No,
You should watch one episode.
I want to compete.
Okay.
I'd get
If
kicked
you're a
off either
guy-
way.
Well, that's why you like the
You make an
the
alliance.
two people that won last year. The guy wanted nothing to actually do with the girl.
he was
but
gay.
he
That's how you
knew
do it. That's
because
how you
he
do it.
came in late, so he already seen some episodes. He knew
Knew how
she
to
was
play the
really
game.
popular, and so he went after her. They win. He takes half the money. Broke up with her the second they got back.
That's such
Yeah.
a good move.
Well, they should
Dump
stop that
that
from
Floyd.
happening.
Yeah.
They should put it in a joint bank account.
You have to stay together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then we keep following you.
This show makes me so angry.
We'll never, but I'd like to compete in it.
I've been watching these. I've been watching these two
Well,
guys.
I mean,
I've been watching these
really?
two guys that live stream it, and they react to it,
Oh, Chrissy.
and they're hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the play, right?
That's
Is
the best way
not
to
be
do it.
attracted to women
Yeah.
and just be really what women like. It's my best friend. That's right. Let's go get tea together.
Can you put the camera on yourself for this part?
No.
Off of me, please.
Ow!
We appreciate you guys.
You're hurting me, bitch.
Who is TTK?
Tiger to a Kent.
I think they mean BTK.
Yeah, probably.
Like Hunter.
You are serving looks right now.
Masad has got us all.
We'll be back on Monday morning, 8 a.m. See you then.
Masada. Masada.